We actually lived in Boston and had two healthy boys. When Jake was 2 months old, we moved here and we lived in Saratoga. Then when Jake was 8 months old, he had his first seizure. Ended up going to Boston and to Children's Hospital, and we were there for 117 days straight. He had lost all his milestones. He couldn't hold his head up. He couldn't sit. He could not be unattended at all. We sort of just always thought that we would, grow old taking care of Jake. We knew we wouldn't have this sort of quote-unquote normal family experiences, but we really grew to love our life together. And then you fast forward to when he was 4, he unexpectedly passed away.
I wasn't home, and Heather called me. And I mean, that's probably the toughest day I've ever had, because I'm driving 30 miles away, knowing that there's something going on. And it was, that was just the worst day of my life.
I remember early on just these conversations with Brian where we just were like, we need to do something.
And we said, the best thing that we could do would be to gather our friends and our families and people, who care about us, and say, how can we help other people?
The goal for Jake's Help from Heaven is to assist medically challenged children within a 100-mile radius of Saratoga Springs.
Heather and Brian started this foundation to be able to give a gift to families, to let them know that they are not alone, that there are people that care about them.
A lot of things that we provide are tools, instruments, technology that doesn't fall into the purview of social services, so it adds value and sort of enriches the lives of these special needs kids.
Jake's Help from Heaven, they gave us a feeding chair for my little boy.
Just being able to look him eye to eye and read books and eat dinner together, again as a family, has just changed our lives in so many ways.
The delivery aspect, I think, is one of the most amazing parts of the foundation, and it's one of the parts where we have had the most feedback from families where they're like, not only have you done this for us, but now you're actually bringing it to our home.
It was amazing. It was just a great moment to be able to meet someone that was really making such a difference in our lives.
Going along on a delivery really hit home. I just saw the appreciation in the family's eyes, and was glad that we were able to help them out.
Right when we started the foundation, one of the first things we were trying to figure out was, we need to raise money. We have then started our annual family fundraiser, and we do it at Saratoga Strike Zone. It's just an incredible day, and you feel like he's there, and he's totally approves of it, and he's totally proud of us. We've had tons of support from local restaurants and local places who have been working with us to help us raise money and to help us do outreach.
The one at Cantina in particular, I walked in the door and there was a young man in a wheelchair sitting there with his dad. And I just had one of those moments where I thought, oh, these are my people. It's nice to see people who have families that look like mine, and to know that even people who don't have families that look like mine are out there doing what they can to help.
We've been a very fortunate organization because there's a lot of friends and families and local businesses who've helped us, to get started.
I'm so proud of where it's come already, and my hope really is that it just keeps, the momentum stays, and I've said this to friends before, like, we don't want to be like a flash in the pan.
We're here for the long haul. For me, I'm committed to, still continuing to help families who are here, to do it, with our family and our friends, and, to do it in Jake's name.